to the Mindstorm Productions podcast with your hosts, Mindstorm and Auntie Ange.
Hello again.
We're back again.
How long has it been?
How many weeks did we work it out earlier?
18 weeks.
18 weeks. His fault. No, it's not really, it's mine. I've got severe sinus infections and I've been trying to get rid of them and I've had no joy. Look, my teeth look black, look.
Oh, I'm on the wrong time. Carry on.
Why do they look so black? They do, don't they?
Probably just the colour settings I put on.
I find it funny. They'll be going, look at that teeth, Minga. It's Americans, they'll be going, look at that British teeth.
British teeth.
Yeah, so I've got sinus issues. I've had it for a really long time. I've got an antibiotic, sinuses. I've got hay fever tablets. I've spoken to my friend who's a homeopath. I'm on her fourth different type, which seems to help it. But it flares up and then it goes really, really bad. And then I talk a lot like this. And then suddenly it goes empties. So I'm hoping something gets sorted out. Because I've had enough. Seriously had enough of it. It's really doing my head in. So, look at that. They look so terrible. They're like blue.
So,
What's everybody been up to? I don't think we've got a lot chatted away too, but
yeah, let us know what you've been up to, what you've been doing, and
that's
how
if anybody's
things,
clicked in.
how things have been over, like, since we last did a
18
podcast.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, as you see here, this little boy had a bit of a situation last Friday,
Yeah.
isn't it? And basically, something was like, what was it? I was just doing something in the day. I was working, and behind me started fidgeting and crying a few times. Kind of like just whining a few times, and he kept rubbing his face, and I didn't know why. So I tried to have a look, see if there's something in his eye, because that's the way it's reacting. And I couldn't see anything. And I gave you a call, didn't I? Because you were
Visited my sister
yeah.
because somebody hit the big 5-0 a couple of weeks ago.
So yeah, I gave you a call. I was a little worried
Concerned.
about Blue, wasn't
Yeah.
I? And we're just trying to have a look. And you suggested giving his eye like a little wipe with
Salted water.
yeah. And yeah, he didn't obviously like me going near his eye, and so if he's already fidgety as it is when you try to do stuff with him, but yeah, he was being particularly awkward. I thought, okay, I could wait till Emily comes down, and then because she was finishing work, wasn't she?
Yes.
So I thought I'll wait till Emily comes by, has a look, because she'll probably know a little bit better than I would, since she works in the animal sector. But we couldn't see anything. We spent ages trying to look, and we thought we could see maybe a line or scratch in his eye. I thought, oh, okay, maybe he has scratched his eye. And it's just really irritating.
I said you scratched his eye, didn't I? Didn't
Yeah.
I? Didn't I?
So we thought, okay, we'll have to leave for the evening, and hopefully he gets better in the morning. But it was getting really late at night. He was constantly crying, trying to scratch his face, rub it all over the place. So I thought, right, I'm going to have a proper look. So I took him downstairs, got the light on, and I proper had a looked right up his eyelid. I pulled that one down, and then I noticed something sharp through his on the bottom of his eyelid. Really nasty looking thing, and it looked like a feather from a pillow. And I know how sharp they are because
I'd feather pillows.
yeah, and I hate it because they stick through the pillows, and it made it super uncomfortable. So I thought, okay, he must have done that when he rubbed his face. Cause he'll rub his face sometimes on the bed because he just likes to, and then he might have rubbed it on the pillow and got it into his eye. So I spent a good half an hour to an hour trying to get his eyelid open to pull it out. I almost had it a few times as well. It was so close, but I had to really pin him against the sofa and put him in a corner so he doesn't squirm out. Tried to pull his eyelid down as much as I could, and then I almost got it a few times. And he just then fidgets, and it just goes back into place, and it was so stressful. He is getting stressed and upset and heating up because he's trying to panic and escape. What'd you say?
So were you. So was you.
And I was getting stressed trying to deal with him. So I thought, okay, alright, I'm going to have to wake my brother up, because I thought my brother would then grab him as tight as he could to hold him for me so I can get it out. But that didn't work out in the end, and I thought, okay, I'm going to have to go to the vet in the middle of the night. And so I tried to call him. And when I called him, it said, oh, sorry, we can't get to your call right now, and then hung up. And I was not happy. So I called him a few times, tried different numbers related to the vet, because there's only one emergency vet nearby, and that's in Peterborough, which is about
20-minute
drive for us. And yeah, and there's only one of them. So I thought, okay, maybe just the phones are playing up, and I'm just going to have to drive down, turn up to the door and say, hey, issue with my dog, I need help, because his eye, you know, something sharp like that, if it's scratching away, could cause him to go blind.
Yeah.
So I drove to Peterborough, turned up, gave me a little dog a fuss every now and then on the way there, saying, it's alright, we're going to get you sorted, we're going to get your eye fixed. Turn up to the only emergency vet that's...
Ever.
Yeah.
Feels like...
Anywhere nearby. No one's at the door. Doors are locked, no one's at the counter or anything like that, and I thought, okay, this doesn't look very good. So I tried to call him again, didn't we?
Yeah.
But, yeah, you tried to as well, so I woke you up with a phone call.
Yes.
Nothing worked. So I noticed there was a buzzer at the door. I thought, okay, let's see if that might get me to someone. Pushed the buzzer. Gave it a moment. Somebody did answer. I said, hi, I've been trying to call for ages. I've tried multiple times. There's been no answer. It keeps automatically hanging up. I've got a situation with my dog's eye. He said, all right, I'll give. If you give me your number, I'll give you a call. So it's not on the speaker outside in public. So I sat in the car, had the phone call, and he told me the nearest emergency vet will be in Lincoln, or was it Northampton or something?
I think it was Northampton.
Yeah, which are both about an hour away. And even he was saying, you're going to have to do it because, with eyes, it's a delicate situation. Time is essential. And it's like, yeah, time is essential. Why isn't my nearest emergency vet open? Why do I have to drive an hour?
All vets in Stamford
Yes.
and Peterborough are all connected to this one.
Yeah, so all of the local vets, or even in local towns like Bourne, Stamford, where else was
all
there?
the villages out the area.
Yeah. But basically, all their emergency vets is what was it called again? It was Vets Now, wasn't it?
Yes.
It's all links to Vets Now in Peterborough. It's the only time you can get an emergency out of hours vet.
I'll tell you what would be nice.
An hour. And then the cheek to say that'd be nearly £300 just for the visit.
So I said grin and bear it to the morning.
Drive an hour and then pay £300 just because you can't have another one open. It turns out apparently it's something to do with one of the vets' bereavement or something. But then it's like, why haven't you got other vets available?
Well, if all vets are being connected to one vet emergency, they should have alternative.
Yeah, there should be alternatives so that people can get to emergency nearby.
It's all a con though. It's all corrupt con businesses, isn't it now?
Imagine if a vet was in the process of dying and those minutes could have mattered. Somebody's pet would be dying and those minutes could have saved their life. But no, then they have to drive an hour. The pet will be bloody dead by then.
Yeah, so we waited till morning, didn't you? And you got him in.
So I thought, all right, yeah, I'm going to have to get him home. We'll just have to wait till the vet's in the morning. Hopefully he can push through it in his sleep. Just kind of, hopefully sleeping will help him ignore it for a bit. Just got home, gave it another attempt, didn't work out. So I thought, okay, right, we'll just have to do the vets in the morning.
This one didn't hardly sleep.
So yeah, I've had very
had
little
hardly any
sleep.
sleep.
Poor little Blue had barely any sleep himself. So we got up, called the vets, got an appointment for like 11:15.
Yes.
Yeah, it was 11:15. Turned up. They managed to get it out in less than 15 minutes. Thankfully.
And half the price. Not even half the prices. It's like 75% cheaper.
No, just think. Yeah, it was like so much cheaper
75 quid it cost.
because that's including the consultation, the eye drops, and the medicine to give him, and the anaesthesia that they put on his eye.
Yeah.
All that was like 78 quid, which was so much better. I was thinking like 150 then. So it was like, but it was so much, because it was done so much better. So instead of 300 quid, and that's just for the visit. That's not including everything else that they'll charge on top.
No, I know. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So, but because we turned up, explained the situation, said,
My
"Oh
bum's
yeah,
slicing off the
I
chair."
think it's a feather because of the pillow and all that." Sat down for a minute, gave him a little cuddle because he's a little sad puppy. Got in, explained the situation. I had to hold him down, like pin him to my body. Another vet or receptionist came along to basically like hold his head, and then the vet got in with the tweezers, pulled it out. Turns out it was a grass seed.
The grass, it is quite a little big. And funny enough,
It was a huge grass seed for that tiny little dog. Go on.
yeah, I'll tell you a story that we experienced beforehand, but carry on about his treatment
Yeah.
and then tell him what
So-
he did to you when you got back home. Blue did with you. Oh,
Yeah,
if you
you
don't,
have to-
I
you
will
have
do.
to give me a minute, 'cause I don't remember what you're on about.
I will do.
Anyway, so they did a bit of they put some anaesthesia drops in his eyes to numb it, which helped. Got it out, gave us some drop, like said, hey, these are the drops you need to put about 3 times a day, and a medicine to give him. I'm guessing it's like a painkiller or something. And he got home, started feeling better. We were going to put some drops in his eyes, but because he obviously didn't sleep properly himself, he was just out for the count, so we just thought we'd leave him to sleep and do his
Yeah,
drops
but he went
later.
in your brother's room though, didn't he? And he wouldn't come anywhere near you.
Yeah, so quite a lot of the time because of the stress we had, and obviously he's going to be a little upset with me because of I have had to pin him down, and like me trying to get it out would have irritated and hurt his eye. So he's obviously been upset, and he went off to go hide in Callum's room.
Yeah,
A few
he sulked
times.
with you, didn't he?
He sulked a bit, but now he loves me again, don't you, Blue?
You got the flick of the ear and that's it. Yeah, so that's quite funny. With him doing that. And funny enough, I was talking to him, we went to, as a birthday treat, you took me to that Highland Cows.
Oh, the Highland Cow
Experience. Emily had more fun than I did. We were enjoying it, weren't we? We were giggling because Emily like grabbed hold of the bucket to feed them and everything. We were chuckling, weren't we? Because she was so excited, and I was actually excited because she was excited because I was excited because she made me laugh because she's just the way she
It was
like.
even funnier. So, while you and me had moments where we'd sit back and see Emily have a fun time, me and Emily also did the same thing. We stood back and saw you having a good time as well and saying the same thing.
Was it?
Yeah.
I know. I was.
I think you
them.
both equally had a fun time.
I was popping the apples in, like putting them through a letterbox.
Yeah, because with cows, like you just got to put it in the mouth. You don't do the whole hold your hand out like a horse.
Just shoot it through.
Because like they just take it and crush it with their tongue or something. So
Yeah, so anyway, I was happening to talk to you when because we were at the farm, and I was talking to you and Emily about all my experience because I used to my cousins own a farm, and I was telling them about how I used to muck the cows up, and I was doing this and I was doing that, and I said, and I got a hayseed in my hand. Do you remember? So it's funny enough how Blue had it, and I said, and I had it in my hand, I couldn't find it, and then a few months afterwards it pushed itself out and this great big massive seed come out my eye.
oh yeah, didn't you say it started rooting or something?
It's just about to, yeah, and
Oh.
and it's funny enough how Blue did it a couple of weeks later. Had a horrible experience with Blue a few weeks before that because I was talking for a walk and I was going over the cattle grid, and I had to pick him up because I was dreading him falling down the gaps. So I got a star in one arm, picked Blue up. He's stupidly jumped out my arms, fell, and it was like that on the floor. And it petrified
Blue
me.
has a habit of, like, if
a
he
penny
sees
farm.
an opportunity, he'll dive out your arms and jump. Like, he'll jump off anything and stuff, like... So, yeah, like, if I've got him in my arms, I go to slowly put him down somewhere. If he feels like he's close enough to it, he'll just jump. No warning or anything.
No.
But, yeah, as you said with you, he jumped out your arms while you were,
Yeah.
like, stood up, weren't you?
Yeah, and I had to phone you up, didn't I? I had blood all over because he was like having like a seizure on the
Yeah,
floor,
mini
and
seizure, basically.
it frightened me. And I then had to pick him up and give him a rub, and then phone you up after doing that and telling you to come and meet me to take him
So
to the vet.
I got in the car, and all, like, my car just...
Oh, blood all over me.
I basically floored it out the way I needed, where I was parked, and floored it. And
That's
went
all
down as
within a
quick as I could.
month. So
I-
he was
he-
determined to get because we took him to
he
vet.
because when we took him to the vets for the head, for this drop and everything, he, I think had a quick check with the nurse. the vet
Yeah,
nurse.
and she
said he
was
seems
all
okay.
right.
I thought he lost a tooth
Yeah.
because the way his lip was, it was covering his tooth, and I couldn't see it. I had a look, I couldn't see a tooth, and I didn't want to touch him too much or anything. So I was worried that maybe some of the blood that was because he lost a tooth or something.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
So,
It's okay.
yeah, so we didn't get a bill that one.
Yeah, she said.
And then we had to.
Because you were ready to say, how
Yeah.
go pay the debts. She said, no, you're good to go.
Yep, that was kind. And then I was on the verge of taking the cat a couple of weeks before that because she got into a fight, and I thought I nearly lost her because she lost a meow. She couldn't
Yeah,
meow
she
and everything.
stopped.
But I let nature do its course before I break my neck for the vets. But near the end, I was like, oh, that's it. I've got to bite the bullet and take them to the vets.
I
And
thought I was going to have the talk with my sister because she was my sister's cat at the time.
yeah, and then
a
she
long
suddenly,
time
I
ago.
had made an appointment with the vets and then cancelled it off. It took me about 3 days to get an appointment. And then by the third day, she had her meow back, and God, don't I know about it.
Yeah.
She's a lot worse now.
Oh,
I'm getting hot again now. Suddenly you go really cold, so I stick my jumper on, and then I go really, really hot. I'm like,
So we've had a bit of pet drama, haven't we?
yes.
Well, Star had hers, like, when was it? A
A
couple
few
of years ago?
and we
it's
realised
Blue's
it's a
turn now.
chew. It was chews.
Yeah, it was a treat, wasn't it?
Yeah. But we've been busy fitting out the loft, haven't we?
So
we've
yeah,
done it.
we've had a bit of a hectic several weeks, haven't we?
Yeah.
Um,
And me travelling to London quite a lot.
yeah.
Came away jobless. I come away jobless. I have no job.
Yeah, we've been doing work in the loft, haven't we? We've been putting some wood in there.
Yeah.
So you've had this idea for this foot thing to kind of elevate the wood a bit.
Yeah, because we're not sort of like we put the moving my body. I shouldn't do. Sorry. We kind of put the wood down on the beam, but I wanted to alter it and put feet in, then put the wood on top of the feet so we can keep the installation a bit more puffy, woofy.
And also avoid any piping up there as well.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
And
because
it goes over the piping as well.
it was. We had a bit of a game at the start, didn't we? We couldn't nothing would screw in. And, like,
Oh
'cause
yeah,
your
that
original
was
idea,
funny. That was funny.
because Auntie Angie's original idea was to have like the beams that are in the loft already, and then place the feet on the side,
Yep.
screw it in, and then place the foot on top.
Cheaper than buying. I did was use strappy wood, good square wood, which was cheaper than buying the feet.
Yeah, so instead of buying it from was it Home Base or something?
Or the
like
DIY
that,
shops at an
DIY
expensive
shops that
price.
have like loft feet, we just kind of made our own with wood. But yeah, screws weren't going in, were they?
No.
Into the wood, and we couldn't do the sideways thing because
It's dead difficult.
they're too close together, so we couldn't get a screwdriver in there.
Yeah, we couldn't to the
So it was a right nightmare. But then we realised we have a tool that lets us drill on a diagonal.
an angle.
So we placed that on the feet.
Go find it.
Yeah, we found. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's typically I had everything ready: our gloves, our masks, this, that, and the other. A couple of weeks beforehand, and then when we come to needing it,
We couldn't find anything.
couldn't find anything, so we had to hunt for that.
So we got the
Then we had
feet.
to-
Put the the tool on it, and then just drilled in on a diagonal. Because how it works, the drill tip that comes with it is it's got a thick one, and then it's got a thin one just on the tip. And the reason for that is so you can put the head in and not go all the way through by accident. Like it puts the head in, then it rests when you put the screw head in. So drilled in a diagonal, place it down.
But then when we had the gadget thing, we realised we got no clamps, so we had to then go to the shop to get some clamps.
Which is good because like clamps, definitely gonna need them in the future.
Yeah.
So we've got these small little clamps to kind of hold the tool onto the wood. Otherwise, if you try to drill, it starts wiggling all over the place.
And I just imagine it go through his knees because we were in the loft doing it.
Yeah, covered with our masks on because the immense dust that
Goggles.
was up there. So we did that, drilled a few. We still had a game trying to get the screws in though.
Yeah.
So once we got the screws into the feet, they wouldn't screw in properly. They're a nightmare.
And then our little screw broke.
Yeah, the screwdrivers.
So we were back to the shops again, getting one of these long screws you
had
put
to
at the
get
end of
these
a
really long screwdriver
Phillips.
bits for the drill, and like they snapped some of them because like of how much the screws refused to twist into the wood.
It took us 8 hours
Yeah.
to do a 40 little patch.
Then I think when we went up again or something.
A couple of weeks later,
Yeah, this is when we had this other. We took up a different pack of screws that we had in the shed. They're exterior screws, and the only reason why I know about them is because I use them to put a shelf up that's literally right above the computer right now. So I thought, okay, we'll try these. They look long enough to get in there because we're running out of screws that were long enough. So we thought, okay, well we've got this box of like 300, so we'll take them up. They went through like it was nothing. They went in like a hot knife through butter. It was so smooth. Why didn't we use these sooner?
I know, it's terrible, wasn't it? And it took us a couple of hours though. We did quite a lot though in a
But we
couple of
started
hours.
speeding up at that point. We just started getting through.
And we could put block of wood on top of the screw down. And then a couple of days after that, I went up the loft with the Hoover. I spent 1 hour hoovering one end of the loft, all the beams and everything, because it was that thick. And then I went to the other end of the loft and I came down for a break and a breather. That was on the 3rd of August. And the reason why I remember it was the 3rd of August because I was going out for a meal that evening.
So definitely feel more comfortable going up without a mask now.
Yeah. And I got rid of it. I borrowed a friend's Henry Hoover and I took that up with me and hoovered away with a little brush. And all the cobwebs that were on the ceiling down, I hoovered all them away. And then I had to come out, have a shower, get changed and go out for a nice meal.
Even though being up there though, even though it's hoovered and stuff, still gotta have a wash and all that when you're done. And
But it's nice though, isn't it? Because you went back up again a couple of days later after that and finished it all off at the other end. And it looks really nice having this layer of wood.
Yeah.
And we've got to go back and do the other side of the loft, yeah?
Yeah.
So, all my stuff's up there.
Still come down. If you get a bit of tissue, give nose a scrub, still comes out black bits in it because there's still bits of dust floating in the air.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's better now and it's getting nicer.
And I found some bits I've missed with hoovering, so I'm going to go back up with my friend's Hoover again. And
Oh, another thing we've done as well, because of the whole blue seed situation, we've just been kind of clearing the garden, haven't we?
garden, yeah.
Because we've had a bit of an
We've been working on
overgrow
that.
with this vine weed that started, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That's just, and because we've been so busy, it's just covered the place. So we've had to.
Well, I got rid of it at one stage, didn't I? I got rid of the garden, made it look really nice. Well, okay. Because I've got loads of work to do on the garden, and then I got rid of it all. And then a couple of weeks later, it came back. This vine took over everything,
Yeah.
and I pulled it all down and everything. And then, of course, I haven't touched it for a month. It's like covered it, the garden.
So yeah, we got some weed killer, didn't we? For a decent price as well.
Yeah.
At the local DIY shop.
I had to go to spray, didn't I? Pop, 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 spray, spray, spray.
Me and Emily, we trimmed and lawnmowered the area that the dogs mostly go to do their toilet or to chill out and stuff, because then we thought we could just keep the seeds away from the dogs. Because they'll come in a lot, wouldn't they? Like covered in small seeds that are just attached to their fur. So, bloody nature, I hate it. I kept saying that to Emily. I was just like, I hate nature. Because of just how much work it is, and the thorns as well.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have a check and see if it's going there. Because I want to do this part of the garden and I want to do my shed.
It's almost
and
been a week since you put the weed colour on.
Yes, I know.
2
I know.
days.
I was going to get in the garden today, but I got carried away doing things. And then we chopped up my old display cabinet and we turned it into a wall unit. And I put the other bit under the stairs. So all my my
It was
food
a
blender.
giant triple display cabinet. So we cut the top half off and realised, oh, we made a bit of a mistake while cutting it. We really should have kept
The bottom bit, so you could turn that
the
to
bottom
a
of the
cupboard.
upper half should have actually stayed. We should have disconnected that
Yeah,
and kept that to attach to the bottom half, because
Yeah.
that was better suited for it.
yeah, because you got the ward has a 2 pieces of wood hanging down, didn't it? And
Yeah,
that's because where the drawers would go.
Yeah.
Because we chopped underneath it instead of above it.
yeah.
So then we
was
did
all
that.
Fun and games, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we've had fun. That's spent most all day Saturday doing that as well.
That took more time than it should have done, really.
Yeah. So that was quite
Yeah,
comical.
trying to get that up there was hard, wasn't it? So exhausted. I've been doing.
I need step ladders to get to it though.
We're putting in shelves and stuff in this room. You see a fan up in the corner.
I know.
That's on its way out because it's been used so much. It's been so warm.
Yeah.
Got shelves above, and shelves in the corner over there,
I like this bit. It makes me look all
and
small.
also up in that corner we've got another shelf. Shall I?
Yeah, good.
Ready? Another shelf that I put up in this corner. We had to get this corner up in because of all of Emily's teddies.
Oh, bless.
And I put a blind in, but it had huge gaps at the sides where the light keeps coming in, which is really frustrating. So we put some curtains in to cover the gaps.
Yeah, but I think it's making it look homely.
It does look nice though. The curtains
It's
aren't long enough
cosy.
to go across though. You can't close them.
No, but you don't need
But-
to, though, do you?
No, we don't bother. We just have the blind and the curtains on the edges, which keeps
Gives
the
it
light
that
out.
nice, cosy, homely feeling.
Yeah,
Right, I suppose we best wrap up. We've had half an hour of everybody's time.
yeah. Suppose it should. We'll have more stories hopefully for next week.
Yes.
Also, I've been game streaming again, haven't I? I did
Yeah, you
Minecraft
started
last night.
last night.
I was so tempted to do another stream last night and be like late night stream, so I really wanted to go back on Minecraft.
Did you really?
I did, yeah. Once you start playing it, you have the urges just to play it again, because it's like there's so much to do, and I really wanted to do some more. I wanted to go back on it last night.
You big kid.
I know.
I
haven't had a
want
chance to
I
play
want to get my
video
hands
games.
back on Crash Bandicoot, but I haven't had time yet. Haven't had time.
I've had a couple moments where I might spend like half an hour on a game. That's just when I felt really tired and just wanted to just have a break for a bit. So I'll go on a video game for a little bit. But other than that, yeah, most of the time I really haven't had a chance to play video games.
You know,
It's alright, he's not being sick, he's just coughing.
what
You're a
we'll do
little
is
irritated.
we're doing a plan of action later, aren't we? Plan of action again.
Yeah. So more Minecraft next week. That's the aim.
Yeah, Saturday, won't you?
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do next week. I've got a list as long as my arm.
We've all got a bloody long ass list at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
I want to get back on to do my thing, my old Tianj and
Yeah.
all them bits. I've got to get
we've
back
got
on
to
there.
sort your
and-
computer out, haven't we? Sort your desk out. You've sorted yourself out a little desk thing, haven't you? But just got to
Get back on top of everything again. We've got to show me how to do shorts again on through the phone.
yeah.
Because I'm bloody useless. Bloody useless.
So we'll leave it for now. Subscribe, like the video if you haven't already,
Yep.
And
And next week we should be back on schedule again.
hopefully.
Woohoo!
Hopefully.
I know, manic. Anyway, have a lovely week.
And we'll
And
see you.
behave yourselves.
And we'll try not to disappear for like weeks on end.
18 weeks, I know.
Unbelievable.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
That it feels real.